Content warning! The following video contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. You are hereby signing a verbal contract that frees us of any and all liability. And there is no way to pursue litigation against Brotherwife Incorporated. Watch at your own risk. If you're under 18, probably don't watch at all. And if you're my in-laws, get off of this shit right now.
Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here's to another brew. Here's to another brew after the cataclysm.
Yeah. This is the first brew.
The great shattering. Well, no, this is the last brew maybe.
Good.
You know.
You're right. Yeah.
The
Good
last
afternoon,
brew before the
folks.
first brew. Good morning.
We are a band that is also a game show that happens to have a podcast. And we're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
Our brew into your mouth.
God, it's a good brew.
And folks, we are really scared and sad and excited to tell you that may be the last time you ever hear that exact intro.
It very well might.
There's a pipeline. Have you guys heard about this pipeline? There's
Have you
a
guys
pipeline.
heard? It's a stinky line.
It's a stinky line.
It's got weeps all over. You can see it pouring up like a New York City sewer gas.
It's got gigawatts and it's got sound flouts and it's got all of these different Dr. Seuss-like things. And we're in that pipeline. And you're either in it or
Folks,
outside
I guess
of it.
YouTube hates things that it doesn't I thought YouTube robots were smart.
No.
They're supposed to be multifaceted and able to understand that
they're
if you're a
not
band,
nuanced.
that it's a game show that happens to also have a podcast, you can put that all together and give it to the right audience. But I guess you can't.
It's the goth kid of modern algies. You know, very, very monocultural, very.
We had a meeting with
unifaceted.
Sweet Joseph. Sweet Joseph knows all the YouTube stuff, you know. And he says that in the IG stuff and all the social stuff. And shout out to Sweet Joseph. We love you.
Sweet Joseph.
The thing is, he's saying that we're too widespread in the categories. We can't be a band that's also a podcast.
And we can't. We
And we-
can
and we-
maybe be
we
a
can
band
maybe-
that's a game show.
we can maybe.
But we shouldn't even say it like that.
We should say we're a band that has a one-of-a-kind show you've never seen.
Exactly. That's what.
And then we should
when
seppuku onto a milk froth.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a milk
Ooh.
froth and then seppuku onto it.
He says it's a milk froth, but folks,
We know what's really
we
there.
know what's really there.
What the mix
Right
is.
now, what we're doing right now is we're a podcast that's also a podcast
that happens to have a podcast. But the thing is, we're just the two of us. You don't know that you want to.
It's the two of us. Bow, bow,
Listen,
bow.
it's hard to differentiate yourself when literally professional comedians have podcasts. People that sell out auditoriums.
Do you guys want me to suck his dick?
We're just guys. I don't know. We're
That's all we've got. All we can do. We don't have all this.
we're a
fancy
band that's
stuff.
also a game show. Like that's our whole selling point.
That's our whole selling point. But I guess the algies can't handle that.
The Algies can't handle that.
And so you're gonna see. I mean,
You're gonna see him. So
like
we're gonna flay each other until we become famous.
until we become famous.
I'm sick of fucking
Or
around.
somebody tell us what else to do.
Can
What's
we
up,
not be a
Dylan?
band that's also a
Dylan
game
says
show?
no sucking.
I love that Dylan hadn't come in the entire time.
yeah.
He's immediately like,
No sucking,
I gotta get in
boys."
here and tell them hot because they will
Yeah, they're
experiment.
gonna maybe-
they
they're gonna
will.
maybe try
I gotta
this.
be a voice
Thank
of
you for
reason
the
here.
input,
Thank you
Dylan.
for being a voice of
We're
reason.
probably
Dylan.
gonna try and avoid the sucking.
We probably
for
will
as long
do
as
the
possible.
sucking eventually, but
We're on
God,
the wheels.
Can
you know,
you
one
think
of your
about
tire
a
pops?
worse thing?
Yeah, me and you
think
just
about-
sucking each other's dick twice a week
Jesus
until we get famous.
fucking Christ.
It's
I imagine like what would the bit would have to be like am I sucking your dick? Am I not? Like my head's down here, you can't see.
you can't tell. You can't
And then
tell.
you're reading the paper, and then you're having the folks help you with the crossword.
Oh, that's
Something
really
like
fun.
that?
When we read the news, anyways.
Yeah.
You know, we're reading the news out of the newspaper. We're reading it off of the internet.
You know, maybe we should do that. Do people like a tactile
that's
newspaper
kind of
feel?
fun. That's kind of fun.
That could be nice. We could
Yeah.
read obits. I like a good obit.
Oh.
What's wrong with a good obit?
Okay, let's put that on the docket.
We can read an obit right now. I'll read an obit right now.
I'm gonna read some obits right now. Jeffrey, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Dylan, it's not 100% complete, but Dylan has almost completed our massive Brotherwife. He sent me a picture.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he sent me a picture.
How many portions must he print? I would think
this was an 8 print portion.
So Dylan, one of our top supporters, maybe even our top supporter, dare we say, he has gifted us with many 3D designs, and we're working on a studio in the back of TT's house here. It's gonna be magnificent. We're gonna have a big 3D printed Brotherwife thing, all of Dylan.
Brotherwife.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's
real
how
nice.
big is that?
Almost 3 feet wide.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, almost 3 feet wide. So
oh my God.
1 foot, 2 foot. It's like this. It's like probably about this wide.
Well, that's amazing. We got to figure out how to paint it. We got to figure out what colors we want. That's awesome.
I think, I've been thinking about ways to kind of paint it, and I think,
oh, well, I guess, the folks can't see this, so let's talk about it later.
Here, they can kind of see. That's Brotherwife right there, folks. That's a giant printed Brotherwife right there. We hope you're excited about it. It is going to be placed, and that is printed by Dylan, who's in the chat right now. If anybody's looking for some sick commissioned 3D printing, we've got our boy right here. He's a fucking
He said 4 feet. So that's wow. That's a little child.
Oh,
that's about the size of like an 11-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this fucking big.
That's gonna be huge. I'm fucking stoked on that.
Yeah, and then I think
that's amazing.
I think we get a little.
Dylan, you
printed.
could sell that for like
hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah,
of
like
dollars.
$3.99.
We're gonna pay Dylan. We're gonna pay you
give you a little something.
We don't know what we're gonna pay you.
We're gonna make it worth your while. We're gonna make it worth your while. Folks, one of the things that we do here on the Brew is we read you the news stories that you need to hear.
Oh my God, this title is amazing.
Oh
my God, this title is amazing, guys. This is such a good title.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Hypersexual, quote, zombie cicadas that are infected with sexually transmitted fungus expected to emerge this year.
That's really exciting news.
So, folks, you heard it here first, but probably not last. There's some fungus, sexually transmitted zombie cicadas. So, wow, we're gonna.
That is a person that talks about things.
We're gonna dive
Catherine
in there.
Dana. She looks like a cicada expert.
She does. Trillions of cicadas will emerge across several U.S. states this spring in an event one expert dubbed, quote, Cicadageddon. Not only are more cicadas than usual expected this year, but some of them will be, quote, zombie cicadas that are infected by a sexually transmitted fungus that makes them hypersexual.
What was her name again? I need to look her up. Her name was.
I sent you the stuff actually.
Okay.
Periodical cicadas spend most of their lives underground and only emerge after 13 or 17 years. This year, 2 broods of cicadas will emerge. A brood XIX, which what is XIX? TT, I'm not. Is that?
XIX. That's 19. Brood 19.
Is that brood 19? Okay.
Yeah, and you gotta just love the language that they use for these guys.
Why? Yeah.
Like,
do we need to use Roman numerals for the?
The situation with the cicadas is so interesting and it's so unique. They come out on these cycles, and
Do you know much about the cicadas?
I mean, I know some about the cicadas.
Because this is the second time in the last couple of days I've heard about the cicadas. The Midwest is about to get cicada bukkake.
Folks, I am going to be in the middle of a cicada bukkake in Chicago on May 15th. It is the convergence of the swarms.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to bring a fucking snow shovel to walk through the street.
That should be. You should make a documentary, Cicadas in Chicago.
Okay.
A memoir.
I'm gonna do
We gotta
it.
get you. We gotta get you on a. We gotta get you rigged up.
Here's the thing I love about these. These guys they present a serious infrastructural problem to the Midwest.
I could see
when
it.
they come.
I could definitely see it.
They come hard.
Well,
and they die hard.
It's kind of end of day shit, right? Locusts.
Yes.
Is that not right?
Cicadas, locusts are different, but they're similar in a lot of ways. They're flying bugs. So
okay.
But these guys, they are on 13 and 17 year reproductive cycles, and they basically hibernate in the ground as these grubs.
Wait, did you already know this? Mm-hmm. Because it literally says 13 and 17 year.
There's a couple other cycles
I love this about you. This is one of my favorite things about you. You know the pattern.
It's really interesting.
You don't know who Doja Cat is, but you know.
I went on a deep dive. Like 6 months ago. I've gone on a couple deep dives with cicadas. Though,
yeah, no, that's great. I love it.
The community, the biologists are just fascinated with the reasoning behind these cycles. And the interesting thing is they're both prime numbers, okay? Both of these cycles are prime numbers. And for a long time they tried to figure it out. The current proposition is that prime numbers are not divisible by even numbers. So they believe that these cicadas are only coming out in rotations where they can't get hit by another rotating cycle predator more than once in a row. Okay. So the thing is, if somebody hibernates every 2 years, every other reproductive cycle, they'll come out and they'll get hit by that predator. But if then the next time, they won't, because they're on an odd cycle and it's a prime number. So it won't ever fall on the same cycle twice, so it'll never wipe them out. So there's actually significant reproductive advantage to these long, odd prime numbers. But
that makes sense.
There's really interesting. There's other interesting things because they're bugs, but they interbreed, but they're technically different species. There's different broods that are from different areas and they have different genetic markers, but they can interbreed as long as they're still inside of this slight threshold for mateability. So there's a million fascinating things. But what I want to say is that the title Brood 19, like, this is some pretty heavy shit. If you take those cicadas, like, there's billions of them. Okay. Billions of them come out whenever they do this. If you take those and you make them 1 foot instead of 1 inch long, all of a sudden the world ends every time the broods come out. Like, it's just this tiny little matter of scale.
So, like, this is what I'm wondering. Like, how do they're not hibernating for years, right? They're not bugs that live forever. They're new brood. They're new broods.
It's new.
These little grubbies are just chilling and they're like, our time is nigh.
Yeah, and
what? They're just chilling forever? Is there a way we can fuck up the grubbies? Like, let's get to the grubbies, folks. Like, let's not. I mean, we have technology.
The grubbies are just in the ground everywhere.
Can we just get some, like, really harsh chemicals?
I mean, you could probably, yes.
I'll eat poison if I don't have to have grubbies. That's fine with me. I don't even like corn.
You don't even like corn. The thing is, what do you like? I mean, you could literally crop dust like every square inch of like farmland in the entire Midwest and probably kill all the grubs, but you would also kill like everything
all the viable crop.
So the way pesticides work is you have to figure out a way to kill just one thing.
Right.
That's the tricky part. And unless so you're typically trying to figure out, unless you're Monsanto, and then you can kill it all, at least for like 70 years.
You're literally listening to Metallica. Yeah. As you like as you do the underwriting.
Oh my god, just pour a cup of infant blood to sip on while you fucking genetically engineer the apocalypse. No, but these guys, you have to find something that.
I did not know anything about cicadas like
this.
Cicadas
are wild. Cicadas are
wild.
What
the fuck?
So I will get some really good video for you guys while I'm there. It's
so do cicadas fuck with other cicadas? As I'm wondering, because you said that they're trying to add it. I heard like 60% of what you said, by the way. Sure. Maybe you guys caught more.
No, that's totally fine.
My takeaway is they are like, oh, it's prime numbers. We're gonna do this whole thing where we only come up every now and again. This is to our evolutionary advantage. There's less predators. We've done the math in a Fibonacci sequence sort of fucking weird way.
Exactly.
And
isn't that funny though that they did crazy. The math, but they didn't do the math.
And somehow
but the universe did the math for them.
No, we gotcha.
By killing them. This is how everything works. This is how all of us learned before knowledge was transmitted. Right? Murdering the fuck out of all of us.
Yeah, and then somewhere in your DNA you're like, oh, I don't want to do that.
That wasn't good, so you don't get to make a baby. And that baby can't be fucking stupid like you are.
So Cicada Geddon here, let's see. So the one is every 13 years, and then the other one, the Brood, what is this? Brood 13. Okay, so Brood 19 is every 13 years, and then Brood 13 is every 17 years?
Yes.
Get it together, folks.
Get it together,
cicadas. With this convergence, the bugs will arrive in numbers that have not been seen in generations. Matthew Kaysen, an associate professor of mycology and forest pathology at West Virginia University, says,
"Cool job.
That is nice. That is nice.
He's somebody that's going to become really important out of like the president is going to call him and be like, Hey, Matthew!
Right, and he's literally going to be like microdosing, like doing Sudoku.
Yeah, he's like nuking up a chicken bake. He makes like $42,000 a year, and the president is going to be like, I will suck your dick. I need you here tomorrow.
But we're not going to put it on camera. That's for the folks at home to see. Matthew Kaysen says that both of these broods can be infected by a fungal pathogen called Massospora cicadina. Saccharina.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that in Italian.
Can you go here? Yeah.
Masospora cicadina.
Once the cicadas emerge from the ground, they molt into adults, and within a week to 10 days, the fungus causes the backside of their abdomens to open up.
Oh, I love it. That's really euphemistic. Backside to open up. Imagine what my backside opening up looks like. A chalky
white plug erupts out, taking over their bodies and making their genitals fall off.
How can they be hypersexual if their genitals fall? Oh, yeah.
God damn, that's a gross bug.
That's
a gross bug, folks. It's a gross bug. I mean, it's not what you want, but what you got. This is the whole
microencephaly.
The cicada continues to participate in normal activities like it would if it was healthy. Kaysen told CBS News. Like, it tries to mate, it flies around, it walks on plants, yet a third of its body has been replaced by a fungus. It's really kind of bizarre. Kaysen said that the reason the cicadas might be able to ignore the fungus is that it produces an amphetamine, which could give them stamina.
Fuck! You guys!
They're literally fuck-powered fungus zombies.
They're literally meth-powered fuck zombies.
Yeah, no, that's... God damn it.
They're meth-powered fuck zombies. You guys, this is you heard it
there's
here
also
first.
something else unusual about it, he said.
Okay.
There's this hypersexualized behavior. So the males, for example, they'll continue to try and mate with females unsuccessfully because, again, their back end is a fungus. But they'll also pretend to be females to get males to come to them. And that doubles the number of cicadas that are infected because they come in contact with more. Usually, male cicadas will let out a loud humming sound to attracted female cicadas, and the female will flick her wings to signal she wants to mate. But the fungus has males flickering their wings like females to attract males and in turn infect them.
Folks, think about the implications of what that means about this fungus. This fungus
is like sentient.
It sure almost
this
feels
fungus
like it
likes to get down.
This fungus really likes to get down. And it produces meth. This fungus is only two jobs.
This fungus is like a person that lives in Florida. like, what is happening with this fungus? Like,
all it does is explode out of their butts, make meth, and fuck.
I don't understand.
This is a real fungus.
I don't understand. Can we catch this fungus? I'm concerned.
Here's the thing. There's actually some really serious concern about there's specific types of fungus. I can't remember the exact name.
Don't jack off in Chicago.
Do not.
Whatever hotel you go to is not clean. It's got
a mound of cicadas
fungus meth on it.
In Chicago. Do not do it.
Damn.
But here's the thing. There is something. The only reason we're safe, warm blood. The only reason we're safe is warm blood.
Give me a little something. I knew it was going to come in handy.
But folks, global warming.
Gonna make our blood cool?
No, it's not gonna make our blood cool, but it is applying evolutionary pressure to funguses in order to survive in warmer climates.
Oh, fuck. So it's just a matter of time.
Literally, if it gets too hot,
we gotta get hotter blood. We gotta get hotter blood, folks. Folks, pump it up. We gotta get hotter blood right now.
Have you guys ever read about the ants? Ant fungal fungus zombie.
So I do. I have heard about that. Let me just finish it here. Kaysen said that the fungus where it originates is still unclear. A lot of this is still unclear because a lot of it happens below our feet.
I really like this Kaysen. He's like, he does not talk like a big researcher. He's like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. Happens right down there. I don't know.
In the months leading up to them emerging all together in this spectacular fashion, they are waiting there, subsurface, for the soil to reach 64 degrees. It's suspected the cicadas are infected when they are waiting underground, or when they are born and dig themselves into the soil, coming into contact with the fungus spores. Fungus usually needs a host, like an insect, to carry the spores and spread the infection. Then it kills the host. It's suspected that the cicada fungus lays dormant for years and then begins to become a puppet master when the cicadas reach adulthood. Because this is such a bizarre life cycle for the insect, the fungus has had to change its strategy, so it basically keeps the host alive as long enough to maximize dispersal. This is fucking insane.
And it's so interesting, you guys. It's the same pressure that made us what we are, cats what they are, dogs what they are, frogs what they are. It's the same killing pressure.
Oh my God.
The universe kills off bad stuff. No, and let's not say bad stuff. Inoptimal reproducers. It kills off inoptimal reproducers, and it rewards.
It leans us down
by not murdering optimal reproducers.
It's got a purpose.
So it's like you have to survive, and you gotta nut. And if you can survive and you can nut,
you are in good standing.
You are in good standing.
So basically, the last thing it says here is that your animals could eat the cicadas. So.
And it's fine.
No, it's not. But less than 5 of them are infected or whatever. So I gotta use the bathroom.
Wait, 1 in 5 is infected?
No, less. There's like less than 5. It's about 5%.
5%. When there's 40,000 cicadas in your backyard, though, because it's a convergence. Don't let your dogs out. Who let your dogs out? I would report them to the police because your dog's probably getting a meth-producing, sex-crazed fungal disease. So, folks, we cannot get infected by cordyceps, but there's a possibility that we can. This zombie ant fungus. Let's dive into it. Cordyceps. We're gonna get a nice little write-up by our homie. Please describe in detail the life cycle of cordyceps in ants. The life cycle of cordyceps fungi in ants is a fascinating example of parasitism and manipulation of host behavior. Here's a detailed description of the life cycle. 1. Spore attachment and germination. The life cycle begins when a spore of the cordyceps fungus lands on an exoskeleton of an ant. The spore then germinates, sending out the hyphae filaments that penetrate the ant's exoskeleton. 2. Infection and colonization. Once inside the ant's body, the fungal hyphae start to grow and colonize the ant's internal tissues. The fungus releases enzymes that help break down the ant's tissues, essentially consuming the ant from the inside. Does not sound like fun. Sounds also like this one doesn't make meth, which is kind of a big loss. Like if you're looking at like getting infected by a fungus that's going to murder you that doesn't make meth versus a fungus that's going to murder you and does make meth.
I'm going meth every time.
All it has you do is fuck. I'm definitely going to pick the meth fuck.
Yeah, fungus. But can you keep it up on meth? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, then we're great.
So. Yeah,
perfect.
we're good.
I heard that meth, coke, trying to fuck on all these drugs, you know?
I mean, here's the thing. Well,
I've never tried to fuck on coke or meth. Folks.
You've never.
I'll admit that.
Okay. You're missing out. You're missing out. Is it easy? No. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it worth it? 100%.
I've masturbated on Adderall. Is that the same?
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, that's
Am I allowed to say that on YouTube?
You're allowed to say that on YouTube.
If you're a band that's also a game show.
If you're a band that have a podcast, if you're a band that happens to have a game show that also has a podcast, you can say whatever you want because you're never going to get anywhere.
Yeah, so nobody will ever see it.
You're in the same shadow
Only
box.
people in your professional and personal lives that want to hurt you.
Yeah, exploit you will see it, and they will exploit you and
hurt you.
And hurt you.
They will hurt you. So
manipulation of host behavior. As the fungus continues to grow within the ant, it starts to manipulate the ant's behavior. The exact mechanism by which the fungus controls the ant are not fully understood, but it is believed the fungus secretes chemicals that affect the ant's central nervous system, altering its behavior. 4. Forced movement. The infected ant, now under the control of the fungus, is compelled to leave its colony and climb to a higher vantage point. This behavior is crucial for the fungus's reproductive cycle as it increases the chances of spores being dispersed over a wider area. Death and fruiting body formation. Once the ant reaches a suitable location, the fungus induces the ant to attach itself to a plant or other surface. At this point, the ant dies and the fungus continues to grow, eventually forming a distinctive fruiting body, known as a stroma. From the ant's body, this fruiting body contains... It does sound delicious.
A fruiting body? I would love a fruiting body.
Oh, a stroma.
It's like an Italian cobbler. Yeah.
It would definitely, stroma. I could also see, for some reason I'm thinking throat. Like tripe.
Well, you're stoma.
Stoma.
Yeah.
This fruiting body contains the reproductive structures of the fungus. And I just love here that, like, there's a spore that goes, then makes a bunch of tendrils that wire itself through an ant's exoskeleton. Not sure how it gets away with that. Does that. Then it builds a bunch of structures inside of the ant that manage to secrete chemicals that are capable of controlling the ant. Okay? Then, controlling the ant, somehow it figures out how to make the ant go to the highest elevation. What in the Sam fuck is this fungus sentient? And then it creates, then it murders the ant on top of a leaf, and out of the ant grows a fucking stroma, and it glues itself. It grows into the leaf.
The fruiting body is a dead ant carcass.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like it.
It
anymore.
explodes out of their head usually.
Oh, I didn't. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I did not like that.
Yeah.
I was going to the bathroom.
I'm gonna force him to eat a stroma.
I don't want a stroma.
I'm gonna make you eat a stroma sometime in the next 10 years.
What?
Yeah, sometime in the next 10 years you're gonna.
This
eat
guy
a stroma.
cooks great food. Now I've always got to be worried.
Now you've always got to be worried. And then it explodes a stroma out of their head and sprays spores out. The magnificence of that process.
Yeah, that's
and
a lot.
the horror.
So we have bacteria. You know, we have a microbiome in our gut. We've got gut flora. We've got a whole host of.
A lot of our body is not human.
A lot of our body. Okay, guys. There's worms in you.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But they're there.
And
some of them need to be there.
Even thinking about it, I'm getting uncomfortable. I don't like worms in my body.
You want me to cut you open?
If you could cut me open, Lysol me up, get the Lysol, get the worms out. Do you have a good method? I know you have a.
I use a comb.
Okay.
I use a hair comb. I clean it first. It's greasy before I clean it, but it's fine afterwards.
You learn these methods from your lice days.
Yeah. Mayonnaise and comb. That's how I usually get worms out of people's guts. Box cutter.
No, but there's a lot of shit making decisions inside of you that you don't realize. There's a lot of this stuff that's already happening. When you have a proclivity for fried foods or salty foods or whatever, your body, your little glucose loving microbiomes, they indicate, hey, this is what we want. This is what we need. We need more of this thing that we utilize. This is very rudimentary, but there's shit like this that I'm like, what is love, baby, don't hurt me.
It's love, baby.
I'm just confused.
We got some chat here. Dylan says it's glow in the dark, and I have a touch that you might like it a lot. I have a touch that you might like it a lot.
Oh, a touch. I have a touch. He added a touch.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe it can make us less. I was gonna say less bigoted.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you had to choose between a fungus that makes you less bigoted and makes you cum and produces meth,
I'm going less bigoted. It's a horrific world. Let's spread love. Not hate.
Ricardo says cordyceps.
I sent you this thing, or if you want to read it here, but we got this next story up here. This is a good one. This is a man that I would consider
savvy,
potentially.
Savvy, maybe also slimy. He got caught. It's not slimy unless you get caught.
That's true.
It's not illegal unless you get caught. That's something my uncle.
And I never understood that.
I mean,
you still stand by this, and
I stand by it all the time. Yeah,
it's so illegal because the person that you do it to knows about it.
What if they don't?
Okay, but if it's like a sexual assault.
Okay, sure.
Or if it's like a theft of an heirloom.
Okay, but
or if it's like a defecation on a place where it shouldn't have been.
You did get caught, though. You did get caught in those instances.
Caught implies that you have if someone notices the leavings of you, that's not catching you. That's catching is like you're here committing the act. I've seen you. You've been spotted committing the act. Like, that's
so there's a difference between an illegal thing happening and you doing an illegal thing. Now, maybe there's no real difference between those two when you are the person who did the illegal thing. But if somebody only knows that an illegal thing happened and you're chilling in the Bahamas, is it illegal?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. An illegal act happened,
right.
but did you do something illegal?
You've pissed all over their handles.
Fuck their handles.
You've pissed all over their door handles.
I'll take all their door handles
and their child is a literal bubble boy. Their child's a bubble boy, and so you've introduced a toxic piss into his bubble and killed him. And you're saying that's not a crime?
I don't know how we got on Bubble Boy filled with piss, but
I love Bubble Boy. This is the second time I've talked about Bubble Boy on the stream.
I love Bubble Boy.
It's a great movie.
But it's not the guy that I thought it was, though.
No, you thought it was it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's Jake Gyllenhaal.
And you thought it was
Adam Sandler.
And that's so funny to me to think that you would be Bubble Boy.
Yeah, I really thought he was Bubble Boy.
Yeah. All right, you wanna.
Kentucky man admits to faking his own death to avoid paying over $100,000 in child support. Jesse E. Kipf That is KAIPF, folks. 39 admitted to creating a fake death certificate for himself using stolen credentials from a doctor, according to a plea deal filed late last month.
Never heard the last name Kipf. Kipf.
Did he fake his own death, or is this a fake person that faked a real death?
Right.
He faked being alive.
I'm imagining he
actually had like $600,000 in child support, but he's faked a death for a guy that is actually dead, but then came back as him.
Yeah.
But now he only owes $100,000 in child support.
When he was looking at the statements, he was like, I think I did it again. I think I reversed him again. Fuck!
A Kentucky man admitted to faking his own death to avoid paying over $100,000 in outstanding child support to his ex-wife, according to a plea agreement filed in federal court late last month.
Sorry, forget about the ex-wife. What about the child? It's like, I mean, I guess you're paying it to the ex-wife, but
I think at a certain point, like, I think once the kid's 18, I wonder how it works, because I think
once you're 18, you have to pay back. You have to pay back chidies.
You got to pay back chidies.
I knew somebody that got back chidies.
Back chidied?
Yeah.
Back chided? Yeah, I think.
Good for the kid, bad for the dad. That makes sense.
Good for the kid, bad for the dad.
Because they're 18, you're like, I think I'm good, but then you're not. And that is nice. We always like that on the Brew when folks think they're good and they're not. 18 years later, 15 years later.
Absolutely,
it's always a good time.
Can't even fake your own death out of it, folks. Yeah. No, I mean that's like they're serious about it. Like one of the only like real reports you have to file as a business is a report to DSHS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're just like
you have to like keep documents on all your employees and like do this, but the only like real serious report you have to file is DSHS, which is for child support. Yeah. So they take it really seriously, which is neat.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, which is neat.
So.
Yeah. No, it's it's definitely a good thing. I also think think there's an easier answer to I'm not going to say unwanted children, but I'm going to say to accidental pregnancies, and it is this is controversial, okay? So just plug your ears or get off if you don't like controversial.
If you're going to talk about child slavery again, I'm going to tell you, I
am a firm proponent.
I am a firm proponent.
Yeah.
Bring back the 18-hour work week and bring back the 9-year-old labor
18-hour work week or 18-hour work a day?
Oh, that's what I meant. God damn
18-hour I don't know. Bring back the 18-hour work day. No, can't remember what I was going to say. Jesse E. Kipf, 39, pleaded guilty to 1 count of aggravated identity theft and 1 count of computer fraud in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern... Ooh, he's a good-looking guy. The Eastern District of Kentucky on March 29th. Man, he's psychotic or something.
Yeah.
He's got big eyes. According to the plea agreement, Kipf accessed the Hawaii Death Registry system in January 2023 using the details of a doctor living in another state and created a case for own death. Come on, guys. Fucking proof this shit. Have GPT proof this shit. Do anything other than this. Created a case for own death. Don't ask it to do math. Have you been playing around with that?
I do.
It's a weird mather.
It does not do math well. It's
really a language model.
I know. I understand. All right.
Yeah. You would think that through language models it would be able to learn math, but I think that's weirder than...
It does math horrifically, and it'll give you a new answer every time. And then you're like, are you sure? And then it's like, yep. And then you'll like paste the exact same prompt, and it'll be something different. And then you'll be like, are you sure? And it'll be like,
yep.
I'll be like, no, sorry, it's this. And then it'll be like, oh, no, sorry, it's this. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Okay. I didn't mean to.
Hey, no, you're fine. He then assigned himself as a medical certifier for the case and certified that case, which resulted in Kipf being listed as deceased in many government databases. I mean, I do want to say that the skills that it took to get that far, I'm going to call it pretty savvy. The defendant also infiltrated other states' death registry systems using credentials he stole from other real people. The plea agreement states the defendant faked his own death in part in order to avoid outstanding child support obligations to his ex-wife. In addition, Kipf admitted to hacking into private business, governmental, corporate networks with information he stole from others and attempted to sell the access to networks to buyers online, the court document states.
Wow, he's trying to get value wherever he can create it.
He is. His attorney, Thomas Michelli, did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Yeah, this is kind of a dead case. Like, this is a tough one as a defendant. You're like, he had a bad day. He was having He's having a bad day.
His blood sugar was dangerously low.
Yeah, because you can't plead like stupid. You can't plead crazy. Right. It's like you just orchestrated like a massive fraud.
You're gonna get a job offer from the FBI after you get out.
Yeah, like if you beat someone to death with a brick, you've got tons of options.
Right, absolutely.
When you orchestrate a massive fraud
and
like
try
this,
to sell the illegally got credentials of private governmental networks.
I love it.
That's amazing.
Kip's crimes resulted in more than $195,000 in estimated damages, including more than $79,000 in losses to governmental and corporate networks and more than $116,000 in losses suffered by his ex-wife. Hit the ex-wife hardest. He's agreed to pay restitution to all parties he wronged, according to the plea agreement. Kip was initially indicted by a federal grand jury in November 2023 on 5 counts of computer fraud and 3 counts of aggravated identity theft, according to a news release. He was accused of illegally accessing state websites for Arizona, Hawaii, and Vermont. Okay. Vermont is a state, right?
1000%.
Is that
a weird one for you?
That's a weird one for me. I don't hear Vermont is like one of the least mentioned states.
It's a small state.
It's a small state.
It's a tiny one. It's right next to New Hampshire. It's a great state.
Is it a great state?
Wonderful, great state.
You've been.
I haven't, but I've been in the neighboring area, and the capital of Vermont, Montpelier. It's just a nice sounding place.
Montpelier,
Vermont.
Montpelier, Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. As well as businesses Guest Tech Interactive Entertainment, Guest Tech Interactive Entertainment Ltd. Limited and Milestone Inc. Kip was also indicted on 2 counts of making false statements on applications in connection with federally insured financial institutions for allegedly opening 2 credit accounts in 2020 and 2023 with false social security numbers, according to the indictment.
Are you ever afraid of how easy your identity can get stolen and then your life can just be like wiped for like a while?
So the nice thing for me is that I'm so at risk
that you don't even have to worry.
I just can't even. You're like I'm gonna get got. I already know that.
It's not a matter of.
It's not. When, so I've just accepted that I'm really lucky I haven't gotten got yet.
Okay.
And in fact, I have, folks. Yeah. I have. I've gotten got for. I probably got got for about $2,500
on identities.
Yeah, on identities.
Really?
Yeah, and I got another time, but the other times I got my money back from the bank. But one time it happened and I didn't realize it for like a year.
Oh, fuck.
And it was right after the threshold for when the bank will do anything about it, and they were like, sorry, too late. And I was like, okay, well.
So
the nice thing is it was like, I'm not losing anything at this point. I'm like, I guess I don't get like a check now.
Yeah.
But it's not like the end of the world. God. I kind of love those scenarios where you just
horrible.
Lose something you don't have,
Yeah. No, I signed up for a service last night, and I was going to initially do it on our Brotherwife band, but then I was like, nah, I'll keep it to my... Folks, if you have a Gmail account, here's a little known hack that you didn't know. You can also have a Google Mail account. So if your name is brotherwifefan at gmail.com, it could also be brotherwifefan at googlemail.com. Same inbox, you can get that free trial twice, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, Google Mail. There's even a third one. I don't know what the third one is. Look it up if you're so inclined to. But gmail.com or Google Mail. So I use my Google Mail, but I also started the process in Brotherwife Mail. So when I woke up this morning and I saw that I had gotten a promo code because I didn't finish the process. So I paid for the service.
Like that. Oh,
I know.
You paid for it.
I paid for the service on the Google Mail, and then it was like I could have saved like $60.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I was like
$60. What is this service?
It's a weight loss service. It's called Noom. Yeah.
Noom?
Noom. I don't know if any folks.
I think I've seen that somewhere.
They do like stress management and like all this other stuff, but
kind of a holistic, comprehensive.
They give you they break it down to toddler modalities. So you have red, green, and orange.
Okay.
You can have as much green as you'd like.
Okay.
Orange you have a little bit less of.
Red.
And then red.
No.
You can have red every day, but just tiny bits. Tiny bits of red.
Little titty bitties.
Little titty bitties.
Little titty bitties.
Honestly, I'm giving
it a go.
I'm giving it a go. I'm trying to believe. I'm trying to believe.
Hey.
I'm trying to believe.
I think a lot of it is more about is sometimes it's more about you believing than it is about like the thing. Like if you don't have faith in it, it ain't gonna work.
For me, my like best type of workmanship I've done with weight loss is just adhering to a principle and then living by that principle rather than meticulous tracking.
Sure.
The tracking is the problem because it does make you more like sentient of what's happening, but it's also just this burden that my personality style does not do well with.
Sure.
I don't like having to track everything, and then if you stop tracking, then you fall off the bandwagon. Like, I don't know. Maybe it does help, like with the.
So is this a tracking? Is this like a tracking thing?
Well, you just have to track like red, orange, or fucking. You know, you gotta.
Okay, so it's.
I don't even really know
tracking.
actually. I'm not even really sure. Like, I
find out on the next episode.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like trying to
We'll
like figure it out. Yeah.
For me, I just do like gate drops, and I'm just making up that word right now. But for me, like my behavior modification is like I don't do something at all.
Yeah.
Or I do something.
Yeah, all or nothing. Yeah,
all or nothing.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah, that's the only thing that ever really works for me. So when I quit drugs, it's like one day I'm like,
and that's why I'm not like
done.
I don't want to have a little bit of red every day.
Yeah.
I want to have never red because I'm a piece of shit
then just,
that deserves to kill myself and bleed out, and that's the red that I get to have.
At least let me get the worms out first.
Okay, you can get the worms. But I don't.
You're gonna be my virgin run. Who's gonna let me comb through their intestinal tract with a greasy hair comb and mayonnaise?
I know. Always me. Always me.
Always you.
Always
you. You're probably not gonna make it anyways. You might not have to. You still might get into heaven.
You think so?
Yeah, you still might get into heaven.
I don't think so.
But why not just say fuck the red?
Oh, no reds?
Hey, what's up, Beer Jesus? I got some weird shit in here.
Whoa, what is that? What you just did, like a black and white smiley face emoji that looks like a mobster from the 1920s or one of the Little Rascals.
Or Kim Jong-un.
I can see Kim Jong-un. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Hey, Beer Jesus, who is that little boy?
Who is that little boy?
Is he Asian or is he an Italian-American immigrant that caused a lot of ruckus in the 20s?
I want you to send it 6 times larger.
Send it 6 times larger and 6 times louder.
Can you actually send that emoji as a close-up to Brotherwife
It's called
band?
the Kappa. See, we're not in.
Oh, the Kappa.
What's the Kappa?
I don't know. We're going to look it up right now.
You're looking it up? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to...
Folks, he's going to look up the Kappa. I'm going to get you the next news story here. Third indictment for Queen's Dock, accused of recording sex crimes against sedated women. The Queen's District Attorney's Office says he's believed that there are more victims out there. Anyone who believes they may have been among those is asked to call her office at 718-286-6506. What's the Kappa?
I don't...
I'm seeing a frog.
Yeah, buddy, this is...
I'm seeing like a frog on peyote.
I like
this Kappa. I like this Kappa.
Folks, that's our Kappa right there. That's our Kappa.
I think he said some stuff. I think he said... He
did. It's called the Kappa. It's a Twitch icon. Capitalize the K to do it in chat. Interesting.
Capitalize the K?
This is like a super, super sexual frog. Introducing Kappa... Introducing Kappa, the mythical river spirit of Japanese folklore.
Wow, yeah, dive into this. What's going on
let's
here?
go ahead and get this. The Kappa. Sometimes I have to repeat what I said in order to get to a place where I can do the thing I need to do. The Kappa, the mythical river spirit of Japanese folklore. Folks, among the many mythical creatures and spirits in Japanese folklore, the Kappa is one of the most well-known. This creature, which resembles a reptile and is said to reside in the rivers of Japan, has been a part of Japanese folklore since around the 17th century, possibly even earlier. Depending on which stories you read, the Kappa can either be a frightening monster or a mischievous yet well-mannered creature. Read on to learn about the Kappa's origin, appearance, disposition, and popular stories it's featured in. The Kappa seems like a overtly sexual being.
Yeah, I definitely get
if we go,
strong,
if we go here and we,
salacious vibes from the Kappa.
Absolutely. Like this guy right here.
The Kappa definitely has a hypersexualized meth fungus.
He is finna fuck, and he just got done fucking too. Like
1,000%, 1,000%.
He fucked two boys.
He's in a puddle of his own cum.
Oh.
That's not a lagoon or a latrine. That's his own cum.
Is that also
and his own ejaculate?
Also a Twitch icon? Cum puddle.
Cum puddle.
You gotta capitalize the C and capitalize the P. Thank you for the Kappa share.
Thank you for the Kappa. Thank you for the Kappa. That was very sweet.
Kappa.
That's very, very sweet.
Jesus.
Actually, should we play our favorite game? I kind of want to play our favorite game.
You want to play our favorite game?
I kind of want to play our favorite game.
Folks, it's time for our favorite game.
This doctor was doing sexual assaults to women that were fucking under the anesthesia. And it was wrong.
It happens.
He's 48.
We read about this like I want to say once a month.
She was sedated for a colonoscopy. Jesus. I was in the recovery area with the curtains drawn and Dr. Chen was giving me a vaginal exam. I know myself that gastro and gynecology don't go together. Jesus. The thing is, it's really fucked when you think that you can trust healthcare officials.
You shouldn't, yeah.
They're the most lauded, like they should be where the buck stops. Like, I'm here to take care of your body.
Yeah.
Not my body, not your body, inside of my body, Dr. Cheng, you fucking...
The cuck stops here?
The cuck stops. I felt like I got abused by an Asian doctor swell.
Yeah, putting in the throat?
Putting in the fucking nerve block,
Yeah, he got nerve blocked.
Don't trust anesthesia.
And then he got by proxy, he got throat abused by a Chinese doctor. But it's just because
that's for another story.
That's for another story.
We'll get it in. But yeah, do you want to pull up our?
But if by that's for another story you mean let's not talk about that right now.
Well,
here we go, folks. This is a good one.
This
is a good one. This is nice. I like this one.
Can they see this?
Yeah, they can see this. They
so
can see
for
this.
him, I think you would think that he... Okay.
You're going to go no?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Is this one of our first big disagreements?
Wait, you're going to say he didn't?
He did not, no.
This is our first big disagreement.
Okay, yeah, no, he did not.
Okay, you give your pitch.
Okay, easy. He had a fine childhood, some weird mom issues. He works in computer software. Like, he's very, very into the know of how to, he works in stuff I don't even know. I want to say like cybernetics. I want to say he works in things I don't know in a very technical aspect. Nice guy, very wealthy guy. He's got some weird proclivities where he's a little bit OCD. Like, he's way cleaner than you would think he would be. And he's not he doesn't give to charity even though he could. But he lives in a really nice condo, and he's got a couple friends. He's never been married. He needs to get out more. But no, I don't see anything bad for him. I mean, I could see how you could think it, but to me, I think he actually he's a little bit of a boring guy, actually.
Okay.
He's kind of a little bit of a boring guy.
So I'm gonna give you my pitch, and maybe the people can vote and let us know what they think.
Okay.
First, I'm gonna give us a little segue. So Beer Jesus, he does apologize for any misunderstanding about Kappa.
Oh,
no apology necessary.
Literally, I said thank you, but
Kappa.
But we're sorry.
You got us to a place where we could say puddle cum, and that's a pretty big deal to us. So thank you for giving us that route to get to puddle cum.
That was nice that you did that. That was out of service for you. That was nice.
That's being a brown finger, if I ever heard. Is that Daniel Radcliffe and James Rolfe's adopted son? Very nice.
That's good.
Very nice.
Quick on your feet. I don't know James Rolfe, though.
So here's where I'm gonna go with this guy.
I don't know Brownfinger either.
This guy, he's a dirty bad boy.
You think so?
But he's too much of a pussy to act on it in any real kind of way. You want to know what he did? You want to know what he did?
What did he do?
In school, in junior high and middle school, after class would start, he would hide himself in a locker, and he would wait until the bell rang and everyone was in class, and he would sneak into the girls' bathroom and sniff all the toilet bowls to see if they smelled like shit. He loved it. He loved it.
See,
now, he never did anything that hurt someone, but these days what he does is he connects with OnlyFans girls, and he doesn't buy the first wipe toilet paper. He buys the fourth wipe toilet paper. So he has OnlyFans girls take fourth poop wipe toilet paper, little brown, but just
nothing
a little
crazy,
bit.
Nothing crazy.
Put it in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
He sends him $20 of toilet paper, and they send it to him.
Right.
And he smells it.
Well, he smells it. But I'm imagining if because can we agree he's a smart guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. I think.
So if he does
I
that,
think he works in tech. He's like a tech administrator.
I want him
to
flash freeze the toilet paper and then use it as lozenges. That's why it's only fourth wipe, because he knows he's not gonna get sick. 1, 2, 3 wipes, he's gonna get sick. Fourth wipe, he's totally good. Okay. But he can use it as a lozenge because he's gonna flash freeze.
Process.
He's at least very smart.
There's a process. He is very smart.
Okay.
He is very smart.
That we can at least agree on.
He's affable in a cucky kind of way. He's very affable. People like him, but he's a pushover.
I think he's a sweetheart. Yeah. I could see how you could think the darkness.
He just can't stop himself. He needs to get that poo-poo in his face. He needs to get that poo-poo in his face.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
No, I get it. All right.
That's what I see.
Roll the dice. Let's see here.
We're gonna roll the dice here, folks. This was a good one.
That was a great one. What's his name?
Really could be Dan.
Dan? Okay. I was gonna say Jeremy, but that's way too close to Jeffrey.
I'll go with Jeremy.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Press the wrong refresh there.
I had a feeling.
Here we go. Do you know how much of a bitch it is to work in these circumstances?
Okay, this guy. So, what is his deal? Obviously, he's from.
He's got old eyes.
Yeah, I have a feeling that some he had to take care of like 3 of his younger siblings. Like there was an earthquake. Where he lived.
Maybe his dad died and his mom got addicted to benzodiazepines afterwards. She got like crippled.
See, I see more of I could see addicted to something, but it's like a root. Like I think they live in a weird, like they live in like one of the stands.
Okay.
Or close to it. They live in like what's a country that's like in between the Middle East?
He's not addicted to benzos. You didn't think I said he was addicted to benzos?
No, not him. His mom.
His mom. Yeah.
But his mom doesn't have access to benzos because they live in between India. Like they live in between India and the Middle East. Like where could they live?
Poppy tea then. It's poppy tea.
Is it poppy tea?
It's poppy tea.
Okay.
She started drinking the poppy tea. And he basically had to raise these kids on his own.
Can you? Yeah, you do yours, and I'm gonna find out where they live really quick because I know.
Oh God, and the fun thing is, how old is he? Well, look at each part of his face, and you tell me. I think the answer is his cheeks are 23. His eyes are 55.
He lives in Jordan. He's from Jordan.
He actually does really look like he's from Jordan. I think that he is a very tired man that's responsible. He tried to start his own company, but it fell apart pretty much because of his siblings. Mm-hmm. He tried to bring them in. It was an absolute mess.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
So he's doing what he can, but he's so goddamn tired.
And he's not in the US, but he is in Canada. He's not in the something about him is not in the US, but he is. Yeah. He did make it somewhere.
He feels like he could be a Canadian prime minister. I feel like he's like a CTO for a company or something. He's not an owner, maybe not a CTO. He's something. He's some kind of like technical or accounting.
Maybe he's got kind of like a Goodwill Hunting situation. Like he works as a janitor at like a CTO, like a big tech firm. And then like one day like he's there late and he like sees a problem he sees a prompt on the black screen. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll just black backspace space." And then but the other guy's like he's coming back with his coffee and he's like, "How
We've been troubleshooting that.
The only person that's been in here is Ernesto. Ernesto, get in here! Ernesto from Jordan.
Maybe that's the old guy's last name. Ernesto, get in here! He comes in. He's got the toilet paper.
Oh my god! All right, can we get a new one?
Yeah, we can get a new one. This guy didn't do anything terrible.
He didn't do anything terrible. He didn't do anything bad.
Literally, he just worked really hard and
he worked really bad. He would never do anything bad. He's a really nice guy. She works for you. Go first on this one, but I know exactly what she does.
Then you go first.
She works for the KGB. She works for the KGB, and she's literally like on site right now. Like they don't take many candid photos, like when they're out, like in the ghillie suit or whatever. But she's like about to be in her ghillie suit, working for the KGB, trying to infiltrate the U.S.
That background is pretty wild, folks. Like try and figure out what's going on in that background.
That's their little bunker. She literally she's in ops for the KGB presently.
I feel like right behind her, you've got actually like a mini Godzilla. I feel like right behind her is like a 12-foot tall Godzilla about to give her a big hug. She's on like a Godzilla cloning op.
Okay.
And Godzilla's right behind her about to give her a big hug.
Those are the scale of his belly.
Are the scales of his belly.
Okay. Yeah. I'm really trying to see it.
Could be crocodile bands too, but like that's kind of Godzilla crocodile.
What's going on? Is this a fungus up here at the top?
What? Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Then?
I think they're in love too. I think she puts
for the Godzilla crocodile?
I think she might be. She was the head doctor, but she fell in love with Godzilla.
This is her picture she's sending to her family.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm happy now. I found somebody.
We haven't seen you in 17 years.
She's
okay.
like, look. She's like, what happened to your hair? I don't need it in the swamp.
I don't need it in the swamp.
He takes care of me.
He takes care of me.
Look, I'm happy. I'm healthy.
No, I hear you. But
the croc is writing it.
Yeah. She's a fucking paraplegic.
She's bleeding out. He's like fucking eating her.
I'm happy now.
I'm happy. I'm healthy.
Yeah, she's KGB. I think it's Godzilla behind her.
Yeah. She's KGB with Godzilla behind her. Great, perfect.
We figured it out, folks. We figured it out. This one, what do we do with this?
What do you do with this? Yeah, I mean,
we can't. I'm gonna.
Something about it does feel like this is the first like non-real baby. This is the first like robo baby. You can have a robo baby if you're like the year's 2070. Gay marriage has been
smart.
Gay marriage has been outlawed and like 2040 and then remade legal in 2060.
Oh, okay.
You can't have kids though because of old policy. So this is the baby that they give. This is like the first model of baby they give to gay people in 2070.
It's a nice model.
It's a beautiful little child.
It's a nice model.
Yeah, no, as a gay person in 2070, I would love this. I would love this if it was my only option.
We're not sure who this baby's going to turn into, though. Not enough information.
Yeah, you can't really do a deep dive on the baby there.
Probably a rapist.
Probably a rapist, unfortunately. Yeah, he did something bad.
He's just too stocky to not be a rapist, you know?
He might be a guy that is like, I think he actually is.
His neck is too thick.
He might be a narcissist that abuses that is also like he's literally he like raped on that beach and then did a headshot. That was he did. Yeah. He was
he's
like
definitely a narcissist.
He was like, I want to be captured in my most primal moment.
Yeah.
So it's a capture and then capture.
Capture and capture.
That's what he likes to do.
He's he actually reminds me of Doug.
Oh, your guy?
Yeah.
Capture and capture.
There's
you can tell when someone's got an evil aura, folks.
You can. He's got an evil aura. So that's definitely I think there's a parabolic curve. There's like a calculation you can do about statistically.
Yeah.
The width of someone's neck.
Yep.
The wider it is.
Can I say one thing though?
Sure.
I feel like he's gonna get caught
and turn it around.
No, he's not gonna get turned around, but he's gonna be like the first. Like they're gonna have to like experiment with new ways to kill people, like not lethal injection, because that's gonna be. Thick? No, he's gonna get he's gonna be the first criminal to be like sent out into space to die.
Can he be the first criminal that gets sent into an eternal rape dungeon?
We can work on that. I don't see that for him. I see his like they like basically like just they shoot his body into space and he just explodes.
Okay.
That's what I see. But rape dungeon, I could acquiesce.
Okay.
I could acquiesce.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, this guy's.
Is this his birthday?
It could be.
Is this his actual birthday right now?
This is on his birthday. It is his birthday.
Yeah.
It is his birthday.
It's his birthday.
This is a candid shot. What's he about to say?
He's about to blow out candles.
Oh, he's about to blow
out candles on his birthday.
Yeah.
But he's looking up and he doesn't realize he's being photographed.
He's one of the guys that does bad stuff for sure. He does bad stuff, but he doesn't really get caught.
Well, that's why he's upset that his photo's being taken, because he's not supposed to be blowing out candles for his birthday right now. He's like, why do you... I have like 6 backstories that I need to cover up. Yeah, why are you taking the story?
Why are you taking
the story? Why are you taking the story?
Is there... So after Epstein Island happened, like, did they like get an Epstein 2.0?
Right, what's going on with his ear?
He's got an earring. It's a shell. He's got an earring.
He's got an earring and...
It's a shell.
Beloved Chatter, interesting. Yeah, no, I feel like Beloved Chatter, that's a very apt name for what we're doing. This is chatter that we love doing.
Beloved Chatter. That's
Beloved
nice.
Chatter.
Good to see you in the chat.
And folks, there are some beautiful people in Jordan. Look up Jordan.
Wow, there's also some not so beautiful people in Jordan. That guy's teeth. He looks like he was a...
Really? I think he's beautiful.
You think he's beautiful?
Yeah, well, he's got the blue eyes and the brown skin.
Jesus Christ. What did you look up to get that?
Just Jordan Man.
Jordan Man.
Yeah.
Jordan Man.
But sorry, Jordan the Country Man. Because if you just look up Jordan Man, you get Michael Jordan.
Jordan the Country Man.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a name.
Jordan the Country Man.
And then there's Jordan Countryman.
Yeah.
Folks, is this a beautiful man? Jeff, I think you...
He's beautiful in like a weird, sort of endearing way.
He's got... They like took like...
No, there's beauty to him, for sure.
They took like white chocolate chiclets and put them in his mouth. Like his teeth are like fucking... I don't even know.
Like there's like a agency that for like not underwear but like men's like cock socks. There's like a cock socks exec that sees his face and is like, wait. He sees him in a crowded room and he's like, I must know.
I feel like they have to
you ever
use
heard of cock
a
socks?
chisel to fucking break out his unibrow. He's got a nose that's made
He
out
has
of
no
fucking...
unibrow.
Yeah, because they use a chisel to break it out.
He does look like he has like dentage or scarage there on his bridge.
Something is really like... They took like a mouth off like a bad sculpture.
I wish he was AI, but he's not. I wish he was AI, but he's not.
He could be. He could be.
Wait. It's called The People of Jordan, My Honest Impressions. Can we go to this? What's this guy's honest impressions?
I hope they're scathing
I hope they're
reviews.
really bad.
Yeah, scathing review of Jordan people.
Oh my god. Okay, so this bitch is out in Jordan.
Oh, she's out in Jordan. I think she's a sneaky bitch, though.
Oh, she's definitely a sneaky bitch.
Doesn't she look like a sneaky bitch?
Absolutely. Take your fucking sunglasses off for the photo, ho. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Take them off!
Take them off. Oh, I rode a camel. Bitch. Bitch.
Okay, folks, the people of Jordan, my honest impressions. I'm going to do it in a lady voice. I had misconceptions about those of the Islamic religion. If I'm being honest, I was nervous to go to Jordan. I had heard horror stories. I had heard horror stories about the people of Jordan and how men harassed women tirelessly. Yet once I was there, I learned more about their culture, way of life, and personalities. My opinion changed. Before I get ahead of myself, though, let me start from the beginning. Booking my trip to Jordan. My first solo travel was to Jordan in 2014. I had started to become very unhappy and burnt out being a physician assistant in Las Vegas. I was working 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day with every other weekend off. I didn't feel like I was drained at the time, but I just felt like one of those workers on the assembly line that was treating patients and sending them home. The job started to lose its joy. I was fighting with my roommates all the time and finally decided that life was too short to live so irritable and unhappy. So I started looking up cruises. I've been on a cruise before and loved it, but came across this website called Cruise Lady. And this white-haired, bubbly-looking lady popped up on my screen with a deal on a land tour through Jordan and a religious tour through Jerusalem. The wheels started turning, and I ended up booking just putting a down payment down first. I think it was around $300, and then calculated when they were going to leave. A year from the time I called, they gave me the option of paying into a little bank account until the trip was paid for. There was a single supplement of around $500 for both Jordan and Israel, but it was worth it. Folks, I want to get to the candid assessment of the people of Jordan. I don't care about your interlude in France.
Yeah, it's about her. It's about her, isn't it?
She is such a sneaky bitch.
Oh, she's like, my impressions of the people of Jordan while I talk about my fucking sidelude in France.
Beautiful security.
Yes! What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
This is our security guard.
What did I tell you?
It was my mistake that I didn't notice how gorgeous he was in the beginning. His name was Muhammad, like several other million people in the world. I found out later that's not his full name, but the name he uses in public. It's interesting how they name their children in Jordan. They are given a first name, then take on their father's name as the middle name and their grandfather's name as the last name or additional middle name.
Really quick, this woman is searching so hard for some sort of meaning.
Yeah.
She is searching so hard for something.
A smile that big, if she opens her mouth, all you see inside is the void. The deep, deep abyss.
I do not like what's happening, but go ahead.
Public space interaction. While our guide told us about the Hippodrome and its history of Rome, chariots, and jousting games, I soon became distracted with the little boys and girls that were running amok throughout the area. Running amok. She's not.
Hi, I'm Janelle, creator of Culture Trekking. I am a story collector, dog lover, road trip expert with over 2 decades of travel under The stories I collect are all about connecting cultures, promoting sustainable travel, and showcasing unique areas and experiences.
I don't want to be mean.
I know. She could be just a nice gal.
You're gonna have to show this again because we've gotta get it on the full screen.
She could just be a nice gal.
To the deep seas where we frolic with fishes.
Here, wait. You gotta show it again, Jay. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
This is just too. It's too good.
She's just.
Hi, I'm Janelle, creator of Culture Trekking. I am a story collector, dog lover, road trip expert with over 2 decades of travel.
It's just too poignant, you guys.
The stories I collect are all about connecting cultures, promoting sustainable travel, and showcasing unique areas
the light,
and experiences
yeah.
around the globe. I will take you from the deserts of
Here we go.
the high mountains that I call home, to the deep seas where we frolic with fishes.
Touching my dick with your elbow.
What? No.
You touching my dick with your elbow.
All right, this
Folks,
bitch loves.
She loves culture.
She loves culture.
Trekking, but most of all, she loves that hot Jordanian guy. Hot chunk
Folks,
of.
let us know. Do you can I get a yay or a nay? Yay if he's beautiful. Nay if you agree with Tyler and he's not. Yay if he's beautiful. Nay if you agree. Everybody in the chat.
He's like someone like he does great.
Really quick. Can you bring it back up? Just yay or nay. Anybody watching right now, if you could just if you can settle this, because I think he's beautiful. This nice young lady that I respect thinks he's beautiful.
He looks like he has a fucking birth defect, man.
And
he just has the physical traits of a person with extremely low IQ.
Life of a house slave and field slave.
Damn.
God. This woman.
I mean, it'd be an interesting here.
Yay or nay? Yay or nay?
It's the teeth. It's the teeth. He hates him. He fucking hates him.
Yay or nay, please.
That's a nay. Everyone knows that's a nay. Or Dylan's really attracted to the teeth, although I don't think.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he is. I really think if you had to pick one thing that you were
he's
least
saying
attracted
it's the teeth, and that means yay.
It's the teeth that does it for him.
Oh my god. Folks, we love you. We are a band that is also a game show that happens to have a podcast.
This may be the last episode you hear that, so save it, archive it.
Nay! What
Nay!
Damn it.
I'm gonna hit you in the head. He hates being hit in the head, guys. He hates. Can I hit you in the head?
You can hit me, yeah. 2 nays. Dylan, you only get 1 nay. You only get 1 vote.
Thank you for the double nay. I will allow it.
What the fuck? Folks,
guys,
we might have to start a brand new YouTube channel.
We're literally almost certainly going to
start.
Well,
there's no might. We're
starting a new
YouTube channel.
And a new fucking TikTok and a new Instagram. Yeah. We're starting a new everything.
Just for the brew. Just for the brew.
Facebook is safe.
Yeah,
you're
just
safe
for the
on
brew
Facebook.
now.
But if you're on Facebook, do us a solid and please
get over to YouTube.
Do
us a solid and don't be on Facebook.
Yeah. Get on Twitch.
It is a bad place to be.
Get on YouTube or get on Twitch.
To be.
And folks, we're gonna be rolling out a Patreon here in the next 3 to 6 months. We're gonna, for all you super fans, maybe what we do is we make a super fan category. They have to pay 10 cents each.
Dylan, we're just talking to you.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Dylan. 10 cents.
No, we got Dylan, we got Zimcolo, we got Frogman, we got
Ricardo,
Coda, we got Offgrid, we got Ricardo.
Yeah, we got people.
We got homies. We got homies. We love you guys, and we love you guys. We really do. Hollow Jest. We're doing it because we have to, not because we want to.
We got
the brew, that is.
So guys, you have an awesome rest of your week. What should they do this week?
Can you get back to us? I would say, can you eat a food that
you know is gonna make you shit diarrhea?
Eat a food you know is gonna make you shit diarrhea, but in a good way.
Eat something inedible this week.
Eat something inedible this week. Wait, okay. I almost I did make a fucking TikTok short about it, and then something happened where 2 days worth of passive editing got erased. So I will shout out to one beautiful soul. Last week we said a joke, send us a picture of your dog's dick, and they sent us a picture of their dog's dick, and that meant so much to us.
It really, really did. Brotherwifeband@gmail.com.
Send us something. Brotherwifeband@gmail.com.
Send us a picture of your dog's dick.
Send us whatever you can.
Of something interesting.
Somebody
and unique.
sent us a picture of their dog's dick, and we said, I don't want too much pink, because if there's too much pink, we're gonna know that you did something you shouldn't have done, and there was a tasteful amount of pink.
There's a very healthy, biologically normal.
Non-stimulated pink.
No stim pink.
No stim pink.
So
if you have any more no stim pink, in your canine variety or feline variety, send them on over. Brotherwifeband@gmail.com.
Send us your own.
Do not.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
You guys have a good week.
You have
something inedible. Eat something inedible that'll give you horrible diarrhea. No.
Let's do a good one. Let's eat something. Eat something that you wouldn't normally eat.
Eat something that you wouldn't normally eat.
Eat something that you wouldn't normally eat.
And go ahead, if you like electronic music, go and listen to a song called Ocean's End by Starjunk 95.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and listen to Ocean's End by Starjunk 95. It has got a fucking lit chorus. You guys will vibe with it.
Yeah. Okay.
We love you.
Send us dog dick.
Send us dog dick.
Or cat dick. Not too much pink.
Not your pink.
Go
no
ahead.
Stim.
Don't eat anything inedible. Don't eat anything that's going to give you diarrhea, but do eat something new that you don't typically eat.
If you do eat something inedible that's going to give you diarrhea, then go ahead and take a picture or a video.
Take a pic. Brotherwifeband@gmail.com. And then also Ocean 65. What is it?
Ocean's End by
Ocean's
Starjunk 95. Go ahead and peep that.
We
love you guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Brotherwife out. Brotherwife out.
Brotherwife out. You can see cat dick if you try hard enough.
You can, yeah.